Bonjour, amazing people. A 50 kill game has been loaded up here, and I figured I'll probably do more breakdown videos post gameplay after I've done them. Right here, the armored car swings to E. I'm like, bro, what are you doing over here? Crack it with 2 shots, AP rounds. It's pretty much dead, gone. So that's pretty chill. Easy kills for me right there. I actually like this map, especially for Conquest and Breakthrough. Friendly healer flying over. Again, I felt like the objective for me this match was just to support map control, but obviously if I saw any tanks, try crack them as best as I could. Armored vehicles as well. Someone did drop down in front of me here with a parachute, so I was like, let's go try creep up on this dude. Wait for him to land. Well, that's a lie. I shot a bit earlier than that. That's him dead. I did see someone to the right here as well. Bro's just chilling, ruining his whole career. To be honest, I do like the skins. They have some new skins of this season. It's pretty nice. But again, as you see me here, I'm checking my map every now and then just to make sure I have an understanding of where the other tanks and IFVs are. B has been capped. They did hold B, so that means a second tank did spawn in as well with us on D. So conscious I haven't seen any maps yet on the map, which kind of does make me a bit anxious. But yeah, that's one part of the game, right? We're taking B. I figured I'd push up there and support it as well. Still early in the game. See this dude here? And end up shooting the golf cart, of course. Amazing. But this is where I realized I was actually mistaken. The tank is still on B, right there to my left, empty. No one's taken it. Now this bad guy I couldn't kill. Bro takes the tank. I'm like, oh my god. Stick it in reverse, send another AP round. It's like this is the perfect tank duel, you know. Backing it up, trying to get the shot. Bang. And yeah, this server wasn't populated yet, so it was a bot, but still you can get cracked by a bot and you gotta be locked in now. I feel like sometimes bots are better than players. Bailed, but tank kills what is matter. That was in English, but that's what matters to me. Alright, that tank's dead, so now I know they have at least one tank on the map that I'm aware or not aware of. Spot a dude here. Just trying to position with the LMG. Loadout wise, we're rocking AP rounds, multi-purpose rounds as the AA tank pushes up. Smoke, and Gunner's got the disabled mines with coax LMG. I feel like it's a good setup. People have different setups and stuff, but you can't, I don't know, if you're going to use maybe first principle thinking of game reason, or those other thinking methodologies too. Game theory, not game reasoning, game theory. They're taking D here, so I'm going to swing back in case the tank does spawn in it, someone does take it. But you get 20 rounds with the multi-purpose rounds. And it's like, you might as well load up AP and those 20 rounds, right? 30 rounds to keep you in the fight. So D's been taken, it's kind of scary, it's our spawn point. Plus, as we just saw on B, if our tank spawns in on D, bad guy can take it. Now I do see this tank go past to my left, but in the game I actually didn't see that tank for a split second, which is so crazy because I was still looking on the high ground to see if I could spot the tank. I did see the infantry dude who did run past me. Oh my gosh, looking back on it, that's so crazy. 2 tanks just drove past each other with no issue or concern. But that's him over there, he just pumped it and I'm like, oh, there's the tank. 5 rounds of AP. 1 shot's okay. Patience would have been better here to get a better rare shot on him. Still low damage at 1199. This was a perfect weak shot. Tank's more or less busted there. Teammate took it out. Happy days. And you could see by the build of that tank, that was the Leo tank. So packs are marked to the same one I have here. Obviously you're playing against American forces, so they have the M1 Abrams. So psychologically I can say, okay, the tank they took from D that should have been ours is now dead. That means it's 1-to-1 in terms of tanks, not 2-on-2 on the field. And I still haven't seen their MBT from their HQ, which is kind of interesting. Nor IFV as well. But yeah, just trying to cap D now. We should get it sooner or later. I feel like I should have checked my map here a bit more, but I didn't. But we're chilling with that. I think I did see something off in the distance here now, an IFV. But when it comes to those long ranges, I kind of do struggle. Alright, cracking that dude. Obviously didn't do much. Suppressing there again. Happy days. Now they do have a thing where they always love pushing for E, which is a bit annoying, and this only happens, in my opinion, when you're going up against a squad of friends. Because this kind of coordination, you could do it with one person, but it's going to be kind of boring, to be honest, and long as well. But if you can do it with like a committed squad who's in comms with each other and whatnot, it can be annoying and it can be a great way to distract the team. See, they just pushed E, now they're on D, and they're again doing it with an APC or the armored car. I'm like, hey, we got an armored car standoff here. Swing around, as you can see, he pops out to try do some fun stuff. We can obviously just trying to repair it. He hit me with the, what's that called? The laser dart gun thing, but dead as well. I'm gonna push back to save D, minus getting hit by this rock, of course. and I was like, wait, I took a shot, but I couldn't figure out what it was that was shooting me. Then I saw the silhouette shadow, whereas it's a helicopter, and I had my fair share of cracking helicopters with some shots here, but I think in this match, I can't remember if I did actually shoot down any helos. That's a lie, I think I did. But I was playing Merak Valley the other day, took down a lot of helicopters, man, and I only recorded one snippet. I didn't even record the match, which was so annoying. But yeah, ticket-wise, 991 to 775, so at this point I'm not too pressed. We have good map control, which is great. It's kind of good to see the team playing to this caliber too. E's still the concern, helicopters there, fire a shot, we're off. And I was like, no, let's hold on to it. And yeah, see, I'm using my multi-purpose round turn now, switching to coax. Oh, of course it's a bot, gotta love it. Oh, there's a helicopter silhouette that flew over me. Look at the map, I know there's a red dude right here somewhere. Friendly trying to shoot down the helicopter, gotta respect that. I'm thinking, is this guy gonna push out so bad? I didn't realize it's one of those recon dudes again, just gonna try paint me. I'm like, ah, fair enough, bro. He gets killed anyway. They are taking C, and one thing I do not like doing with the tank is pushing the tank into C. It's a death sentence. Even with the IFV, maybe, see this tank pushing up here, but you don't want to be too close to infantry, man. It'll just be a bad day for you. I realize there's a dude shooting with an RPG from the C opening right there, but this tank is the priority too. Switching to AP rounds, I've got 7 rounds with that. Tried to get an undershot, didn't really work. Pop smoke, I pop smoke too. Just make sure the RPG guy can't get a good line of sight. This is really bad positioning, but you gotta make do with what you have, man. Again, firing off another shot. I'm starting to think if this was the MBT from their spawn, but we're minutes into the game, so gotta leave it at that. That's another BT dead. Helicopters lining up for a gun run. Ah, these helicopters are so annoying. I don't know what's happening here. The APC was there, so it's all a bit chaotic, to be honest. He's dead. This helicopter's doing its gun run. It's always good practice. If a helicopter is running or lining up for a gun run, try center the tank to face towards it or face its direction, and just drive forward. So then it overshoots its run, so it decreases the amount of length or time it has. Really, the length of the gun run. You can take 2 rockets in the gun run versus like the max of whatever it can send you, right? This is pretty hectic. I'm just suppressing as best as I can. Helicopter goes down. It's absolute cinema here, really. Our Leo tank's there. No one's taken it yet, but I trust our friendly took it, which he did. Going down here, I realize bro's right here. I'm like, ah, be gone, bot. D is being pressed again. No, it's not, so that's good. They hold map control so far, map superiority. Again, transport helicopter swinging for E. Most likely a squad trying to go back and take E again. But up by at least 300 tickets, so it's not too stressful. And as you can see on the bottom of my screen, E just flared up a bit. And now it's being capped. So I'm like, ah, let's try rotate for E if possible. Now back up a bit. Lots of dudes on C here, so I'm just trying to support the cap on C. Can do a fair trade. If we take C middle map to lose E, I think that's a fair play, that's a fair exchange. If not a better one, really. Still looking at the map, transport healers there. Still starting flying my way, then AA tank shows up, cracking AP rounds to get it out the way. Again, you just have to know how to use the tanks, really. Your job is to kill the armoured vehicles or heavy stuff. Like the AA gun right here, knocked it out. Couldn't see this dude anymore, so I just kept pressing or shooting. Took a shot in my rear side, which did make me panic. I was conscious of the E push, but I was like, surely they're going to take it before they rotate and push D, right? Crashed into this little road thing, which did make me crash out for like a few seconds. See the infantry dude, can't really aim up that high, and crash into another rock. I'm like, mate, you gotta love the map design here. But what was interesting is he decided to not carry on pushing me anymore. I was like, oh, okay, maybe he ran out of rounds, right? Or shots of his RPG, chase him, kill him. Now I'm conscious that there could be a whole squad spawning and rotating from E to come to D, which is like, then you try to get the high ground quickly and control the road as soon as. Friendlies are pushing E though and taking it back, so that was great to see. Check the map, we've got a few friendlies on E, so I'm like, okay, cool, maybe I'm not needed here, but I still want to try and get up and just have a look-see. Look-see is had, parachute is seen. Map control is good, it's our favour. I kind of like staying on this side. I think if you play as the American forces, you shouldn't overcommit. When I mean overcommit, is cross the middle point or cross C. D's being pressed again, and they did steal our tank, which is fun, of course. So came up behind it, cracked it again with the APCR, but again, as you can see, this is another bot tank, so fun. Maybe it's just a sentence that the game's getting dead, guys. I don't know, man. But I played this match UK time, I think at like 3 or 4. Just quiet. I don't understand. Okay, that tank's dead now. D is clear. Actually, tell a lie, that tank is not dead. Now the tank's been busted. Sensational. C is still under their control. I'm just trying to have a quick look. Friendly's above it. Actually, squad mate, to be honest. Nice flyby. I was trying to crack this cover here with my HE rounds, and for some reason it wouldn't get cracked. And I know it has been before. Try to crack that wall, didn't blow. Thinks it takes a few more rounds, but again, just suppressing as best as I can. Pretty cinematic part. This part was interesting. At first I saw this one tank, I'm like, okay cool, let me load up my AP rounds. That was a good 300 damage shot. Trying to aim for the middle here. A good shot again. Conscious he may have someone repairing him, fired again. Pretty decent. Saw that tow missile, I'm like, that's not my priority right now, the tank is. And I see him pop up again. Calibrate it. Conscious here now that someone is probably repairing him. And mate, when I see that other tank crest the the line, I'm like, no way. I'm like, we gotta pop smoke and bail. One-on-one tank with the tow missile, I could do, yeah. But 2 tanks and a tow missile? Hell nah. I got painted, which was jarring too. Always pop smoke and then you can literally S out, get out of the way. Conscious I probably would survive here, and one thing I did mess up on was going high ground here. I was like, oh my gosh, and then bro, the whole squad spawns out of nowhere. I'm like, what is this? So yeah, first interval, we did pretty alright. Almost crashed out, but yeah, note to self, if you see a second tank, just run. Now, I couldn't tell, but I just saw quickly that they did take the tank on D. I just spawned in quickly to try, see what I could do here. Hopefully do some damage. Tank did get destroyed, got clapped. So yeah, just waiting for the other tank to spawn in now really. Now we're back in the tank. We're up by 400 tickets, 300 odd give or take, which is pretty good, but the main concern is D and E here has been flipped over. Crack this tank, oh it's an AA tank actually, so it's gone, but E and D has been contested for, especially against the bad guys, which isn't good because we need to make sure we have map control by our HQ. I'm pretty sure that's just standard brain cell stuff, right? Suppressing through this grass. When he takes the tank, happy days. And we're back on D now. Just trying to remember, did I push E from here or was I looking at something else? We'll see if I crest this hill. If I do, then I'm pushing E, and it looks like I am pushing E. Get on top, little infantry dude. Mate, this IFV was going to be destined for death. But good awareness on me, kill this guy, and kill this recon dude trying to put C4 on it. Absolutely crazy. Right dude, I saved you, you know. Give me some cookies please. Switch into HE rounds here now, try see what I can do. I think I do end up blowing up some of these walls here on E, just have a better line of sight. But so far I don't see anyone moving, even though this LMG dude is just spraying and praying. I'm like, dude, what are you shooting at? Take a little scroll back to look down at B, because I was like, dude, there were 2 tanks now. No idea where they are. We took a shot from the side. Trying to think if you can tell what kind of rocket someone uses based on the damage it gives you or hits you. Conscious the helo comes here. We cracked it. Now we're just using our LMG to try finish it off, and I'm like, can I find another round? APCR. I think APCRs do travel faster than HE rounds. I could be wrong though, but we did take it down with the LMG. Happy days. So then we're pestering helos. Infantry and IFV are close to E now. I'm just overwatching. Is that a word? So that dude run away. Suppression. Just suppressing in general here. Again, conscious whatever this guy in the gun and this shoots that I'm just going to try to look at. There's something off to the distance there. I couldn't really zero in. I'm thinking, okay, is that 390 meters out? Try to go a bit higher. And I was conscious I didn't switch to AP rounds here. When you use the HE rounds and AP rounds, again, there's less drag on the, what's the word? AP rounds. I'm still using HE, which kind of does make me not realize that I wasn't locked in at all here, but everyone makes mistakes. We're still killing dudes here though, which is nice. Now I realize that's not even a tank or AA tank, it's one of those car things. So the more dudes with the coax here, I love it. Honestly, LMG is the best. HMG is okay, maybe, if you really know how to single fire, tap fire it. And then that's really it. Grenade launcher could be good as well for the gunner, but you need to coordinate gunner to really have the grenade launcher used well. Other than that, map control is okay. We're back and forth on E, we hold C, which is a great center point. Overwatching on the sill here, no one's really pushing out. I decided to shoot the street down because it's blocking my line of sight. Hello bud. keep driving. And yeah, I noticed crazy thing which was frying my head this match, man. I got lazed from the right hand side again, so I noticed a recon guy, and most likely that squad again, because it does consist of a recon dude in the squad. Suppressing through the grass again, he's dead now. I was so confused when it happened. Here comes the tow missile, there's the AA tank, switch to APCR now, thank god KR, we used our brain cells. 400, trying to save this healer if I can, I just need one more shot. Healer stay alive, healer stayed alive, and AA tank is dead. MBT's here now. I did have to drop on him, which was beautiful, and it told us to stop firing at me for some reason. This shot here, I should have been more patient. I can't really see through the smoke at that distance. Firing again. Tow missiles coming in. I'm like, okay, maybe I can stay here, slug it out really. Missed that shot, which was so jarring. And I was like, I can't stay here. We're backing it up, we pop smoke and just sit underneath this hill spot here. I was a bit annoyed at myself there, really. I had to drop on the MBT and I missed it. And the enemy healer pushes me now, which is like fun. Trying to swing around to rotate. Realize he's lining me up here. And I'm trying to think, okay, can I probably S out maybe somewhere, change my angle? Not in the best pickle, or you get clapped by either healer. It's rough, man, it is what it is. Took the MBT back again. One mistake I realized, which I didn't actually realize now, is, well, this is a predicament. Should have waited and took a better shot rather than that lazy shot, but fair enough. But back to my point. I carried the EOD bot rather than the ammo crate for engineers, right? And at this point here now, lagging, but I see that there was an IFE and MBT. And I'm like, okay, prioritize targets. MBT is more lethal than the IFE that pops up to my left. And I'm like, okay, the MBT broke that way. I could have probably taken a pot shot on the IFE and stopped him in his tracks and then kill him. That lace came from the left, so recon dude still being jarring, of course. But I'm like, okay, let's get behind this MBT, crack this dude and get some revenge too. Missed the first shot, sensational, thanks for ping. Beautiful shot here, can't be mad. One more is all I need, and tank's more or less dead. Yeah, I think it just cooked up anyway, tank's blown up, kill that dude. Happy days, rotate, and I'm like, okay, cool. Can I chase down that IFE? But patience at map control. I'm not going to drive all the way down there. Check the map, he's on A. I'm like, let's stay alive, take back D, we're doing good. We're up by 400 points on the tickets anyway too. We can afford to lose a point here and there. Spot a tank, crack the shot, tank's dead. Bit stuck here, moving on to D now. Another tank, MBT, fun. Rotating between the MBT and infantry here, trying to keep IFE alive. IFE's taking the pound in, one more shot should do it, tank's dead. Not sure if the IFE survived, I don't think it did, but we did take D point back. And yeah, see, I'm kind of glad I did decide to commit to D rather than to A. This dude's here, doing that stuff. Killed him. Someone spawned in behind me here, check the minimap. Really bad here from me, I should have been a bit more patient. Got lazed again, another time. Pop that dude. Take an RPG round, or at least AT round of some form. The bots just doing their stuff, fair enough. Trying to hold this high ground here, but what was dumb of me was I should have either committed to the cap of D solo or left earlier. Reason why I say leave D is because it has high low ground, so if there's an AT dude here who does spawn in, they can use that ground to their advantage, and plus the position of the LMG on the Leopard tank versus the M1 Abrams isn't really that great. Cracking this dude here, hiding. APC is right in front of me. Well, MRAP actually, that's what it should be called. A and B is under their control. I just checked the map there because I realized I'd lost sight of the IFD. Of course, you know who it is. Your favorite helicopter doing a gun run in California. Pop smoke and pull it back a bit. I do have my reinforced plating and on, which puts on a bit more armor, but also auto repair. So as soon as I take damage, the tank auto repairs itself. It lines up right here. We fire a shot. Dice explain that landed, and did it cause damage? No. So jarring. Like, actually made no sense. So I'm hiding here behind the trees. So I'm thinking if he's gonna see me or not. He doesn't. He's gone far too low. Missed a shot there. I'm defying the game's physics here and trying to get up on this part of the map. Don't think you can do it, but we do find a way to crest up either way. They have 150 tickets left here, so I can be a bit more ambitious and risk taking, to be honest. As you can see, we're stuck on some rocks. Going up the hill did not work, so we went around it. Sensational. Rotating up here now. We look down, someone's by our MRAP. I popped smoke to try not get hit by that round. an MRAP drives past me and the helicopter goes over my head too, and I realized this was kind of dumb. I just prioritized a single dude over than an MRAP, which was debatable. These things happen, but that dude's dead. MRAP is still on the hill. Now, does KR push it or does KR focus on something else? The attack healer, of course, catches my eye. This is a good example if he's doing a gun run. You go forward or let's just stay still. Sensational. Absolute cinema. I'm glad I stayed still so I could actually get that shot off. Now B is being kept by friendlies. I'm just trying to get high ground Overwatch. Lost that MRAP completely, and again I probably should have been locked in to understand that MRAP was somewhere there. Bro's trying to live his life as an engineer dude. Sorry, not sorry, bro. Another one, DJ Khaled. Again, C, pure cancer. IFV or MBT, there's no need for you to drive into the point unless it's breakthrough or like the last clutch 10 seconds of a match, whatever, then do it. But if we're winning, there's no point blowing up that MBT and getting it off the map. The team needs the assets. Dumb ways to drive. Absolute cinema here for me. I wanted to go up higher quickly, but I said, you know what? Physics ain't working here. Of course, it shouldn't. So let's just go around this hill here. Rotate around. A lot of stuff's happening on B. There's a tank coming up as well, but I see the kill feed of some of my dudes just going crazy with the RPG. Sensational stuff. My cresting up. AP is loaded. Scanning, see nothing other than infantry. Then I see the IFV right here. One shot, need one more to kill it. He's trying to reverse, but he's dead now. Now IFV just got whacked. Tank busted too. Someone fired a high velocity thing at me. Killed that dude. Another dude was here just tracking the rounds, but he's gone behind the wall. Trying to think if he was coming out the other side. He did, but then switched my eyes to this helo here. Did I hit it? No, I went below. And then Spooky Man came out as well, which was the MBT. Bro, I don't understand how I missed that round. I'm not gonna lie. Got lased again. MBT's, no MBT, helo's coming up. This time I stayed still for a bit, just in the smoke, rather than reversing. Again, they sometimes anticipate you to normally reverse, just reverse psychology it, right? He does a whole rotation, circle around. AA tank pulls up, infantry's in front too. Mistake of mine is I'm still using multi-purpose rounds. I think I just panicked. Not panicked, but I wasn't disciplined enough to notice I should switch to APCR rounds, which I did now. Pop that and use the smoke, try S out, change the angle. Realize I have a healer here, which is annoying me. Now I'm going to crest back up. Healer just swung over there, didn't choose to engage me. I was like, huh, that's interesting. Trying to line them up for a shot, maybe. He got dropped. I was like, beautiful hit, whoever did that. Cresting up again now, big explosion in front. Tank chassis gone, so that makes my life a bit easier. Squad mate took the hard tank as well, so happy days. I think it's just the last push to A. Again, yeah, what, like X amount of tickets, they're more or less losing this match, and it's GG really. There's some beautiful physics for you guys as well. Put it in first person, just break for everything, full sprint with the tank or boost. We get here. I get shot from behind. I'm like, dude, what? AA tank. APCR's loaded. He's done, busted. I'm getting cracked here. I just pop smoke and rotate out. Again, a point like AA, you kind of want to be careful. Unless all the buildings are leveled, these guys can hide everywhere with RPGs, and the last thing you want to do is be picking or like trying to figure out where's Wally with the RPG, right? This part here, I still couldn't figure out where Wally was with the RPG. Saw him at the last second. I'm like, let's just stick it in reverse and bail. Couldn't pop smoke here, but if I did have it, I would have used it and still S'd out or reversed out completely. Just see me suppressing like a madman here. Well, game's more or less done. Ticket wise, they have 6, 5. And that was it. Pretty chill game, a quiet one to be honest. But a walkthrough of really my brain, I guess, and even analysing my match performance there. I think looking at it back now, I probably could have been more aggressive. Not greedy. Being aggressive versus greedy are two separate things. We had good map control, died 6 times because stuff happens, it's the game, right? But 50 kills, that's really solid in my opinion. So yeah, breakdown guys.